Hello again, I'm Sam and this is Nerd Ratio. Hey, we're going to look at a little more of the Marauder Task Force figures. Let's give this guy a rotate. This is the Desert Ops. He's geared up. I've got a G.I. Joe movie Retaliation Firefly head on him. So that should be, I forgot his name. Volstagg, Punisher in the War Journal, I believe. Oh well, I've forgotten his name completely. But there he is. Pardon my voice, I've got cough drop in, experiencing a little bit of allergies. You can see that I've plugged in different things here. The backpack holes, when they're just left blank. Oh, the rotation, he did not like that, I guess. When they're just left blank, there's a little bit of awkwardness to them, in my opinion. Let's turn that there. So I want to fill the holes up. You can see that these ammo pouches, they need ammo in them or else they look a little awkward. I've noticed that the right shoulders are something that that right shoulder pauldron tends to fall off here. I don't know if pauldron applies when we're talking about contemporary armor and not like a fantasy setting, but to me that's what they are. But I really like this little hint of a greenish color here and a little hint of green there. But it's got a nice uniform look to it this way, but of course you can switch it around as well. But I'm digging this. I'm thinking this might become my General Ray if I paint the hair white or gray. General Ray, of course, from the Devil's Due, America's... no, I'm sorry. Actually, he appeared in the Era. I was thinking of America's Elite, but he appeared in Brandon Jerwa's run. And ultimately it was revealed that he was a clone. Am I going to give spoilers away? That's a really old comic book. Anyways, he's basically a combo of a Super Trooper type character mixed with Serpentor. He's a clone of Serpentor that the government has tried to turn into a good guy, and that's where he gets his Ray name. Just putting Ray on his badge seems kind of weird if I get a name tag going, but that's okay. And then I've got another figure to look at, which may become... Some people have said Avalanche. I was thinking Blizzard. I have more of an attachment to that character. But anyways, he's an Arctic Trooper. So Marauders made him, and he's just good as an Arctic Trooper all on his own. You can see that I've chosen to use the armor here. This right shoulder pauldron is just not going to stay on. I mean, it's just not. So when I'm ready to put him in the display case, I'm going to put some glue right here on this little tab and then shove him in. And hopefully I'll be careful with that, not overdo it so it doesn't affect anything. But just, I mean, a dab, a tiny dab. That's what I plan on doing, if you plan on following that. But you can see here, these are removable. You can pull them out. And I've got kind of a... You can see that these aren't exactly the same layout. So I probably should match them up so that you can see that. Now I'm going to knock him over. This is when I turn it off, right? I should use my brain here. Turn this off and then match them up. And then let them be paired up together. The white one stands a little better than the desert one. It might have been how I arranged them. But you can see that these different pouches are modular. You know, we can see armor pieces here that I've put in over there. The white one came with some extra pieces. I'm not entirely sure. I think that was because you got the pieces from the run that didn't work with the white one for whatever reason. Maybe those modular pieces were okay in the first run of the production, but you can see that there's a different loadout for these guys. This guy just has pouches. This guy has a sidearm and a side knife. This guy has different in the back. There's armor pieces here. He's got a few missing, and I filled every hole on this guy. That sounds weird. I need to say that right. But except for the backpack hole. But I filled the modular slots. Let's go with that. And that's what we have here. And you know, putting this together over here, these hints of green here on the camo with the hints of blue on the armor, they don't clash nearly as much as I thought they would. Instead, what they do is they just provide a different color. You can see I put a scarf on him, and I was thinking, you know, armored Arctic Trooper, something like that, an armored Desert Joe Trooper, something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking of these these armored things is kind of taking characters and making a new set of Mega Marines. Like they're testing out something along those lines. I'm not sure exactly how I'll display them, but these are definitely both going to end up being labeled as G.I. Joe and fitting right along on the shelf with the G.I. Joes. You can see, and I showed you in the past, some G.I. Joes beside them, and you can see some more right now. I can just put up a G.I. Joe right here, and you can see that they're just at the right height. And look, I'm noticing this with some of the POC and later figures, or Retaliation, I think, actually. This one was a Retaliation pack. So I'm noticing this only with Retaliation figures. I can't think of any POC ones, where these legs are really loose, way too early for them to be loose. I take out a Resolute figure, we're not going to see that leg wobble. And we don't see that with Marauders figures either. So this is another look that I just wanted to give you guys. I'll be putting up some still images and things like that on the website. So please follow us on the Facebook as well. And nerdratio.com, which will have a link to all of our social media in various places. And if you would like me to share your pictures too, or whatever, maybe we can reach more people together. Certainly, email me nerdratio@gmail.com and I will happily share. Now look at that Snake Eyes head. Fits perfect on that black body. Just perfect. And if you're curious about how things work in reverse, here is an incomplete General Colton that I've almost got finished. I need to do some touch-ups. Look, that Marauder head goes right on there. No, that's not going to be my General Colton head. I've got a separate head from that from, I can't remember if it was AVAX Labs or Raging Spoon. Caster guys, I like all of you. So if I don't get your parts right, please forgive me. It might have been Raging Spoon that I've got a topside head with a longer beard specifically for that. But you can see it works both ways. And to me, that's really important and really cool. What I haven't done, and I'll do one more before I end this little short video. What I have not done yet is tried a Joe armor on one of these guys. So I'm going to try the Steel Brigade Delta armor. Pro tip, by the way, if you like that Steel Brigade Delta armor, there was a bunch that just showed up semi-randomly on eBay a while back. They might still be there. You might go on there and try, because they were really up high, and then suddenly, you were going for, 30, 40, 50 bucks a pop for these guys that people were trying to army build, and then suddenly you could get them for $10 all of a sudden. So, I don't know who had the stash or, whatever, but they were going, and I got a couple that way. But, oh my goodness, here he goes. This works great. It's just a little short, but it looks really good. I think it would pass. Let me put it up there, so I'm not just talking about something. I think it would pass the bill. Let me put on a head for this guy. This is a Marauder head, but, it'll be all right. I'll take some of these guys down. And you saw a little part fly off there. That will happen. Absolutely. Before you put this on your display shelf, before you get it anywhere, where it could drop and you could lose things, I recommend, once you've got your final build, just going ahead and taking a little dab of glue. General Joe's recommended it first, and I'm just following suit. Absolutely right on that. So there you go. You can see that the tab doesn't fit perfectly in there, but I can so see somebody making something similar to that wetsuit that was a con exclusive. I've already saw somebody put up a Dark Lawn that just looked beautiful, made out of the top of the olive drab guy, which currently is my sci-fi. I still got to paint some stuff here. It's currently my sci-fi. But some parts to him, as well as the bottom part from the Red Trooper, which currently has some Crimson Guard Immortal stuff on, as you've seen the last video. So there's plenty of things that you can do, plenty of things I haven't even touched yet, and I don't even know what all I'm going to do with these guys. We're just going to have to continue to look around and explore. I think the gray guy has some potential as maybe a mainframe, so I think that would be really good if I'm looking for Joes that might have some tough situations, or maybe be Mega Marines of some sort and be very battle ready. I think the gray one has that potential. I don't think I have the big gray armor for him, but I'm looking at like a POC'd version of my characters, and this POC to me means updating, and updating is just fine. So I don't have to have the exact classic look, and again, I don't remember where that helmet came from. You know, I visited AVAX Lab, Nova, and Raging Spoon and Alyosha at JoeCon, this last one, and got stuff from all their things. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Nova because I left the bag of his casting stuff in the hotel room, and before I could retrieve them, they were gone, sadly. So this is hopefully some cleaning ladies' kids got some interesting toys. That's my hope, but I think they were just thrown away. But this helmet was from one of those guys, and you can see it looks like a nice start on a mainframe, in my opinion. I was going to do something with the POC Hawk, but I think this looks so much better than that. Not that the POC Hawk looks bad, but it's recognizable as the POC Hawk. These, as you twist and play and manipulate, you can make them whatever you want. And if I wanted to put olive drab on the bottom of this guy, I could. All right, well, that's it for now. But stay tuned to the website. If you like and subscribe the YouTube channel, that'd be awesome. But also for more Marauder stuff specifically, I am sure that I'll put up Marauder Task Force images in the Marauder Task Force folder on Facebook. So like our Facebook, that's facebook.com/nerdratio. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.